set for fight number 6. 3 of our first 5 have not made it out of the first round. Let's see what Roshell and Marin have in store for us here.
Jab hook crock. Teep up the middle from Roshell. Marin runs the single leg. Roshell pops right back up, cross-facing him out.
Yeah, good job to get back to his feet so quickly.
Attempts kind of a hip toss, but josses him over to the cage.
Good hips from Roshell, whizzers down.
You could see his strength right there in that exchange.
Good pressure from Marin right here. Roshell.
Yeah, doing a great job of keeping solid pressure on the fence. Roshell able to find his underhook. Ryder really using that underhook, works to a single leg, pulls him off the cage.
Good balance by Roshell.
Yep.
Now looking for the hip toss.
For a little Uchimata there.
Marin is staying tight.
Ryder, no problem with keeping his hands together and trying to find his position here. He's really slowed the pace of this thing down. Roshell having a hard time feeding his underhooks. Good knee up the middle.
Roshell's corner telling him to rotate off the cage. Definitely not where he wants to be right now.
It's going to be tough to just rotate here with Ryder putting all that pressure on the center line, reaping the leg.
Roshell's definitely not making it easy on him, but Marin is continuing with that pressure. It's only a matter of time, but a good read from Roshell, and he's able to ride that scramble out and get on top.
Ryder's already working a pretty active guard, trying to get high on the shoulder, looking for an arm.
Looks like it might be an arm bar that's looking tight.
Roshell doing a good job just following the hips, circling out big, ground and pound.
Relentless, though, is Ryder. Looking for another takedown. He secures it.
And I think I know why. Ryder definitely has some grappling chops to him.
Wow. Just when you would think that Marin could kind of rest there, he's gotten into the mount position.
Roshell
with the big hips and just gets into a dominant position.
Great posture there from Roshell. Knee to the thigh. That was pretty mean.
That was nice.
15 seconds remaining.
Good stuff, grounds the leg there, circles his hip and gets on in top position.
Wow.
Not a bad way to end the round, close stuff. Back and forth with the grappling exchanges. Adam Roshell sometimes losing, technically losing the spots, but using his physicality. And here, just great hips. Uchimata finds the toss, pins him up against the cage. You can tell Ryder Marin really not too interested in the striking. I think he likes his grappling game, and I've seen some things, some of the transitions. I understand why. Seems like he's definitely got some game there.
Yeah, definitely, but Roshell is making it complicated for him. Every time that Marin seems to get the upper hand, Roshell has got a present for him. He's got a surprise, and he's able to reverse things. And you've got to, if you're Marin, you've got to be a little bit frustrated. You've tried out your game on your opponent, and you're just not quite finding the results. But he had good moments, so
absolutely,
it's going to be a matter of like who can stick with it.
Close round, hard to say.
Yeah, it really is.
It felt like Ryder more technically sound, but the strength and athleticism of Adam Roshell was the equalizer in that first round.
And sometimes we say strength and athleticism, and we mean it as code for no technique, but there was technique supplied with strength and athleticism.
Sure, absolutely. But there were some really strong moments by Marin in that first round.
Trying to take advantage of the slip there. Nice.
Wow. Beautiful sweep, catches the leg, sends him airborne right into half guard.
Needs to keep his hips heavy here.
Makes the mistake,
Marin able to reverse it.
Much to the dismay of his corner. Not a fan of that maneuver.
It was Marin pulling the surprise out for that one.
You can tell Marin's super comfortable in this spot, just riding the position. But as I say that,
every time he gets comfortable.
Every single time it feels like Marin's going to start to establish his dominance. There's
but
Roshell.
That armbar can't be comfortable right now.
And Roshell able to turn the arm, find the angle, and free himself. That's got to be frustrating for Ryder Marin.
I'll tell you, he's scaring me with those arm bars. They're getting close. But
Oh, they're
Roshell
slick.
Yeah,
he's definitely, no doubt about it, got some game. Again, just being savvy and kind of understanding the position a little better than Adam, stepping around and ending up in side position for Ryder Marin. The kid can grapple. He's got some great chops. So far, Adam Roshell made it into a fist fight and has done well.
Marin has got the back now.
Yeah, good spot for Marin here. And then Adam
It's never
Roshell,
a good spot.
Just so slick, man.
He's got to be careful in this guard.
This has been a great fight so far. Inside 1 minute to go in the second round.
Marin throwing up the high guard again. No doubt looking for that submission. He's got to be thinking, if I could just have a little bit more control, maybe I'll get it this time. That can be a dangerous thing, though.
Nice ground and pound. Good optics there for Adam Roshell.
Roshell can keep him here. Oh, we let him back up. That might have been the smart thing to do.
Big looping right hand misses. But Ryder Marin able to find the body lock and ride him down. I don't know how Adams just like kipped his hips and ended up in top position from such spots, but there he goes again.
Yeah.
He is smooth with it for sure.
Like not
Marin looking for that armbar. Might not have the room to get the extension
Yeah,
there.
not going to have time either, as that's the end of the second round.
So more or less like the first.
Yeah, very much like the first. Ryder Marin showing off all of those skills, and Adam Roshell just finding ways to elude the bad moments, right? He's just really not, he'll be in a bad position for a moment, and then he finds his way out, Matt.
And then Marin will be in a bad position and will find a submission or find a scramble as well. It's just so much back and forth. No one can really get the upper hand. It's going to be a hard one to judge.
Gotta be frustrating for Ryder Marin too, because he's had some good spots. He's had some position, like I bet he's gotten into some sequences that have been finishing sequences for him in the past. But Adam just being game, and not necessarily in doing it in the most technical way, but answering the questions right, ending up in the top position, doing some damage sometimes. Close fight here, close fight.
And it might come down to what do the judges value more if we have another round like this. Is it going to be the strikes or the submission attempts? See if someone can put a definitive touch on it.
That's one way to get it going. Big ground and pound, nice strikes here from Adam Roshell.
Roshell's corner wanted him to let his opponent up.
Oh.
Gotta be careful
And I can see
in
why.
these leg entanglements, especially when guys are sharp with them, going for the heel hook. Gonna be tough with Adam Roshell on that foot.
It's hard to think about finishing these when you have punches being rained down on you.
When Adam gets the chance, he needs to clear that knee line so that he's not so deep in this. Just a little
Roshell's
bit
corner
better.
wants him up and out of this situation.
What is this?
Securing the backwards body
A
triangle here.
unique position we find ourselves in, of course.
Looking for that knee bar, but
these are the moments where Adam Roshell has been the best, though, right? When it's really unorthodox and kind of weird, he's the one that's finding the best moments, and here he is landing a couple shots again.
big punches, making him pay for all of that.
And just being patient, too. That was one of the more patient moments for him. He allowed Ryder to come up.
Nice hip toss. But he
Slammed him
just
on his head.
didn't maintain that pressure to keep him there.
I gotta say, you don't see many headlocks in male MMA. Almost saw one there, but not quite.
Now a minute
Yeah,
15
he's
to
got
work for Ryder.
He's looking for the RNC with the leg triangle around the waist of Roshell.
So this is one of Ryder's better moments in the entire fight right now. Right here, he needs to retain this position, keep the body triangle, try to let gravity work for him, keep that top side control in there.
Roshell able to
hula hoops
rotate, yep. But another submission attempt.
There's a strong armbar attempt here from Ryder.
Yeah, he does have that arm.
And he doesn't have he worked his way out of it. I was about to say he doesn't have the room to circle.
Roshell did a great job of just stacking him up against the fence and clearing the arm. I mean, looked like he knew what he was doing.
I think it's these big shots from Roshell when he is on top that's going to make the difference in the judges' eyes.
Agreed. Another great attempt here by Ryder. Can we get a little Hail Mary?
10 seconds.
Hey, we saw it in the last fight.
Sure did.
It can happen. The fight ends with Roshell on top, raining down some punches. That seems to be one of the most definitive moments of that round. He did land a lot of shots on top. Marin went for a lot of submission attempts, but did not come up victorious in any of those. So it's a close fight, but I'm just seeing Roshell edge it out just with the ground.
Agreed. I think he did more in the second round as I started stacking the second round. I think just the optics, being on top, throwing big punches, having big moments. I mean, good stuff, beautiful work, great performance by Adam Roshell.
Ryder was in control more often, and he had more chances to finish the fight, but all of the damage came from Adam Roshell. There wasn't any, moments where big shots were really landed from Ryder Marin, but he had plenty of submission opportunities, so it's going to be, I'm curious to see how the judges score this one, because that was a very close fight. You can make a case for either fighter here. That was a great fight, though.
Yeah, Ryder did have his back.
Ryder had his back multiple times. He had multiple submission attempts that were close, but then Adam was really the only one adding up damage out there.
Sure.
So,
when somebody was swinging and landing, it was typically, that's how I felt. And even if you see, one of the gentlemen's bleeding out the nose. Good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of fast and furious mixed martial arts action, we are going to the judges' scorecard. And the scores read like this. Judge number 1 scores this bout 29-28 for Marin. Judge number 2 scores this bout 30-27 for Roshell. Your third and final judge scores this bout 30-27 in favor of your winner by split decision. Fighting in the red corner, Adam Roshell.
Well, I know that one's disappointing for Ryder because he's going to feel like he was in control for big portions of that fight, but it was Adam Roshell who had the damaging moments, the big shots, the big punches, and in the end, I feel like that's what tipped the scales here.
And I feel like if Marin takes anything away from this, it might be, some of those jiu-jitsu moves are not the best in an MMA matchup. I can imagine that the bloody nose came from some of those big shots that Roshell was landing while he was going for the heel hook. Yeah, it's not a bad thing to go for those submissions because when you get them, it's great. But the position it puts you in an MMA fight is not always ideal.
His skill set definitely very grappling heavy, and I think even a lot of those reversals just part of his game because he's very jiu-jitsu-esque.